Hey, welcome everybody. It is 4 o'clock here in the east coast of the U.S. I think it's 9 or 10 for Sean Daniel over in the U.K. I think he was one of the first ones on the call. Thank you, Sean. Guys, yeah, Doug, thank you, Doug Cameron. Guys, we're going to give it just another minute. A lot of people are kind of streaming on, and we'll get started. This will hopefully be a pretty good kind of training strategizing call. Mario and I are here. Mario, can I do a quick audio check? Are you there?
Oh, yes, I'm here. Hey, how's it going, everyone? I see Alex, Geoff, Doug, Structured Takedowns, A. Who do we have here? Baron. Oh, there's a lot of people. Sorry if I don't mention Brian, Bruce. Wow. Hey, guys, thank you so much for showing up. And can you guys hear me loud and clear? Yep, that's the German.
Mark says good. Patty says good. Excellent. Hey, Julie.
Nice.
Yep.
We got Vanessa. Valerie Duval. We got Patty Rukowski. Wow, we got
Valerie Duval, the myth. Unbelievable. Valerie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Patty Rukowski, Doug Cameron. We got some real superstars here with us. Rüdiger, Roller, that must be a friend from Germany because that's a German name. Greetings, Rudy. Rob. Okay, cool. So yeah, like Brian said, we're going to talk about mobile apps today specifically. One of the hottest topics if you look at the products out there that launched, and if you look on CNN, on TV, ESPN, everyone is just talking about apps. Hey, download our app on your phone. This is a hot topic, Brian.
No, I agree, Mario. So you guys, we wanted to put something together with a combination of real-world technical building and actually kind of the thought behind how you put the app together, as well as some salesy marketing stuff to kind of help you figure out pricing and things like that on the front end. So this is a little bit of everything. It's not focused in on just front-end sales or just building. So we wanted to do a little bit of both. So what do you think, Mario? Want to give it a second, or let's get started?
We still have a lot of people joining, but you know what? Let's be respectful of everyone's time. And I know you are also later partying.
I got to go to a school board meeting, you guys. I don't know about partying. But I do have poker at 8:30, so there you go.
Okay, there you go. No, then let's jump right into it.
All right, guys, we'll start it out. Of course, you know me. Patty got me started on these bloody polls. I'm going to do a couple quick ones, and they're always fun, and we'll share some information. Let's start with what phone platform are you guys using today? Mario, can you see the platform?
Can you see
the question?
Absolutely.
It always helps us. I think it's good for everybody to get an idea of what the collective kind of group is using and doing.
This is real-time market research, Brian. I mean, you guys got to know what your potential customers, what phones they could have. So right now, please select iPhone, Android, Windows, or BlackBerry. Let's see.
Well, my only Windows user, one of our support team, Tracy, is not on the call, or we would at least got some percentage for Windows. Looks like Windows is hurting. Early numbers show Windows in a big hurt.
Yeah, and it's funny, you know, every time, hey, 50% of all people voted. Come on, guys. There's another 50% of you guys.
Yeah, come on. There's a lot of you on this phone. Hit the button.
And it's interesting, Brian. Just the other day, I read a report where they said, you know, you cannot confuse marketing with the real numbers because everyone is talking about the iPhone, but according to that report, I don't know if it was Mashable, only like, 10% or so of people have iPhones. The rest, a lot of them have Android. But then on the other hand, Apple, gets all the revenue because they have like great pricing. But it's just awesome what kind of perception Apple created. It's like everyone has an iPhone, but if you look at the stats, and
let's share it, Mario. I'm going to close it and show it with everybody. Why don't you share those out?
Yeah, there you go. So what platform do you use? As you guys can see, 30% on this webinar of the people have an iPhone, and that percentage is higher than regular, I think, because we're all internet marketers, so we're into mobile, and we are Apple fans, a lot of us. Android, 64%. So that's by far the highest number. Android users, I have an Android right now, but I am going to get the next iPhone actually, and I keep my Android. I want to, make sure.
I have them both too. It's hard to complain. They both are awesome. Let's do another poll, you guys. All right, boom.
Oh yeah, and by the way, Brian, Windows was 0.
Sorry, Windows. And I'm a big Windows guy. And quick aside, you guys all know that Mario and I both moved to the Mac in the past year. I booted my Windows up. I was using a Windows-only SEO ranking tool today. I have never been so miserable as I was for that 20 minutes. So unbelievable. Hey, guys, here's another poll. Are you making money today? Are you making money today building and ideally selling mobile apps? So we got no, I would like to, or yes. And okay, let's see. Everybody, if you don't mind voting, this just helps not only us, but everybody. Helps for future webinars.
Numbers are interesting already. And 60% of the people already voted. That's what I'm talking about. Let's be interactive here, guys.
Yeah, we'll give it, what, 15 more seconds. If you guys just click the button and we'll move on. Wow, look at that. Okay, we'll give it just another second or two, and then Mario, all right, I'm going to call it. Why don't you, all right, Mario, you want to share it out? I don't know if you can see it.
Look at the results. We have 14% of the people saying no. We have 75% actually saying no, but I would like to. I would love to sell mobile apps. And we have 11% saying yes, I sold a mobile app already. So these numbers show that most of you guys haven't sold any, but you would love to sell them. And it shows again what a hot topic that is, Brian.
Nope, I agree, guys. Well, we're going to move on. We're trying to be very mindful of the time, and we want to get into kind of real-world technical stuff. So we're going to hide the poll. And let's see, Mario, can you see the screen? I'm going to move to the next slide. Here's some samples. A lot of guys ask us all the time, people in Renegades, and I used to ask Patty, and now people are asking us, show me some sample apps that actual local businesses have, and not just a restaurant. So I thought this one was cool. Here's an app for a golf course. Here's one for a slick restaurant. I like the graphic that somebody did on this one. I didn't build that. I wish I could take credit for that graphic, Mario. That's beautiful. But, guys, real businesses are doing real apps. And if you're a doubter and a naysayer like I probably was for the longest time, even as I use my iPhone, you will find that you're in the minority. And when you actually talk to clients, they will be more fired up about this than anything other, probably anything you've ever tried to sell them in the past, including #1 on Google, Facebook dominance, whatever it might be. The energy level that you'll get out of them for apps is so high because of the mass marketing behind Apple and Google. It's unbelievable.
I agree, and it's always nice when you see some live proof of, a business out there using apps, because I was in the same boat. I always was wondering, hey, how does it actually look for a business? But here, like you said, Brian, two good examples. You can see the icons here, on the golf course one, chime in, weekly specials I think they have. They have a picture gallery. Then on the right-hand side, you can order events. That's cool stuff. I mean, that's exactly what could be sold to local businesses.
Yeah, Paul, I hear you on the roll call. Yeah, we just like the stats, but point made. I get it, you guys. And for D. Wendell on the comment, tell me if my audio got better. I turned the mic down. I didn't mean for it to be that loud. So if you can let us know. So, all right, I'm going to move on, you guys. Really, another question we get a lot is, what's the top businesses, Mario, for actually selling apps to real local clients? Not cool games that you have to, have a rock star development team probably offshore to build, but real-world businesses, who buys these apps, and, where are most of the local apps located? So we put them, these are not in order of more apps to least apps. These are the most popular ones that we're hearing and seeing, not only from us, but other conferences we've attended, other platforms beyond our own. We talk to tons and tons of people. These are the ones that come back to us over and over again.
Yeah, and as you can see, you get restaurants, bars, lawyers, realtors, fitness, gyms, hotels, auto dealerships, car dealerships, professional services, brick-and-mortar businesses, everything in there. I'm trying to find the right hook right now, Brian, to upsell apps to my lawyers, and I'm just from the conversations, I'm trying to see how I can convince them to sign up. What I'm trying right now, Brian, is actually to speak to their ego, because they love seeing their own picture or logo. And so I'm trying to give it that spin where to speak to the ego and tell them, hey, imagine if you're the people that, interested in your law firm can download you and have you on their phone. And, I'm getting mixed results, but I mean, that's definitely one of the hot niches out there. We just have to come up with the right way to sell it.
All right, guys. No, I agree, Mario. That's the key is you just have to somehow bring it out. And once you start to see more and more attorneys that have them, it'll create that bandwagon effect where ego really kicks in. And another one, you guys, is auto dealerships. And we can't do it justice on this call, but that is another super hot one. Same thing, ego and big budget. Where ego meets big budget equals opportunity. I don't know if somebody said that before, but I promise you it's true.
It is.
And this is one Mario and I built. We actually used this slide on another presentation, but it was so important. I wanted to kind of bring it up here. Really, and I used to say the same thing. Why? Why? So one, you want to look current. You want to be on the cutting edge. You want to be current. You also want to build relationships. You know, everybody takes their mobile phone everywhere they go. You want to build that relationship. The entertainment value there on the bottom, I mean, for those of you with little kids and they say, hey, Mom or Dad, can I use your phone? We all know that. And I'm a big mobile website fan. I will admit it. I've become even bigger recently. But I will tell you that in terms of goofing around on apps, people kill a lot of downtime goofing around on apps. It's another thing just that you can kind of keep your brand in front of them. But all of these are minor compared to the real one, which is push notifications. And Mario, I mean, we've talked about this, the ability to reach your clients anytime, anywhere, on the phone that they keep like 2 feet from their, if we had a poll, I would do it, but I told Paul no more. And if you had a phone on your desk right now and we did a push notification if you had our app, how awesome is that? People, it's like 96 or 7% see them. It's just like SMS texts, but they're even better because they're so intrusive, if you will, with that big square that comes right up on your screen. Pretty awesome.
It really is. And, you know, with some services, in particular with ours, you know, we offer unlimited push notifications. So when it comes to building a community, if you think at fitness clubs, if you think at restaurants, you know, they want to have that circle of loyal customers, building that community, having these guys, having your app on the phone, and you are able to send out push notifications. I think that's really the future, Brian. I think that's where it's all headed to now.
Yeah, and I was looking at some comments. Kristen just landed a mortgage broker client. He needs a new website, a mobile site, and how about an app? And then Eric said, I'm doing an app for a seminar speaker, and he plans on charging $1 for his clients to download the app. That's a pretty cool idea. That's actually a great niche with ego. Speaking of ego and opportunity again. So, all right, you guys, let's move on. Let's see. Okay, so this is as hypey as I can get, and Mario can laugh at me as I tend to hype things, right? This is a picture of Mount Everest, not Mount Kilimanjaro, somebody asked me, but Mount Everest in Nepal, the highest mountain in the world. And while apps may not be the biggest opportunity ever, I think in the last 10 to 15 years, apps may be, local apps as well, the mobile, let's call it the mobile app market, may be one of the biggest things to hit technology and intersect a small business. So the opportunity is there. And just like you guys, I've been a resistant mobile guy, very, very much resistant, because, like the next slide says, I have a really strong search business. And that's the bread and butter. That's what pays my mortgage and what does a lot of things. But there's no reason that I can't do both, and I can't augment my revenues. So rather than miss the mobile opportunity, I promise you the whole reason it got me fired up for mobile was talking to Patty Rakowski with Mario maybe a year and a half ago, and she kept beating us over the head over and over again, and I swore I would not miss the mobile opportunity. I wouldn't do it. And I thought the mobile opportunity was 10 years ago, but I guess the WAP websites of like 2000 over in Europe, it never happened. And then it really took the smartphones and the mobile apps to really make this thing take off. And, you know, Mario, I don't know about you, but for me, I said that I can't miss it. I couldn't miss it. There's no way I was going to, no matter how good or awesome I felt the search opportunity was, I wanted to do both. So that's my own story, I guess.
Yeah, basically you got to ask yourself, can you afford it not to jump on board? Because I think mobile is the biggest opportunity. Now, mobile apps specifically, I don't know, but mobile in general, mobile websites, mobile apps, and, you know, that's just coincidentally the hottest topic right now. I mean, everyone has to at least know what's going on. If you think consider this, Brian, what happened to the internet. The internet is still young. You know, if you think about it, it's like 16, 17 years old right now. It's still in teenage stage. Now, mobile is growing so fast, it's ridiculous. Everyone is talking about it. Mobile apps, you see it everywhere. I think it's, you know, our obligation to stay on top of things and to cash in, because Brian, you always make the most money when you're at the beginning of a trend. It was the same with the internet. It was the same with SEO, whatever it is. So mobile is still so young. I still consider it the beginning. So I think if people jump on board right now, there's the biggest chance to actually take advantage of that. That's how I see it.
No, I agree. And we're going to, Al, there's a quote. Cy, I have to stop what I'm doing to read this. Cy Edge, be at the summit of marketing monetization, not just riding the crest of the new wave. Great quote. So love it. And all right, that was as hypey as I can get. I stole both those pictures just as all you guys would be very proud of me. Google Images, thank you very much. Apps are exploding. We all know this, and I swore I wouldn't come up with a bunch of stats, but I had to get one. Over $60 billion in revenue by 2016, growing at 400% a year. Yeah, that's 400% growth rate. And for those of you that have seen the monetization and the valuation of mobile app companies, things like a Zynga, obviously on the social mobile gaming, or any other little mobile website, mobile development company, they're through the roof. And the reason why is the growth in revenue in that space. 400% a year is unbelievable. I don't even know how, I can't really contrast it right now. I don't have some good stats in my head. But suffice to say, it's one of the biggest growth rates I think I've ever heard, year-over-year growth rate of 400%. So it's not just iPhone. We all heard at the beginning, I put an iPhone picture. I have both phones. I have a Droid Bionic and I have an iPhone. I use my iPhone, but I'm not ignorant enough to think that the Android market isn't just as viable. So what do you think, Mario, about the opportunity in terms of market size?
I have nothing to add, really. I mean, if you look at the numbers, it's crazy. It's just going to explode in a positive way. I think in the next 6 to 36 months. I mean, it's changing so fast every day. It's not funny. But then on the other hand, fortunately, we have an opportunity now to create apps step by step for every newbie. So you just have to make sure that you always have a way to stay up to date with things. That's how I look at it.
Okay. And we're moving Leanne. Leanne's on the call with us. If you guys know the fabulous Leanne, we're going to have her actually show some cool real-world stuff in just a second. But for now, let's talk about positioning. And same thing. We can pick a restaurant, and a hot Chicago restaurant. I don't know the name of one, but you guys know the type, the trendy restaurants. Every one of them they have an ego, and they want to compete. They have to be more than just a momentary flare-up. Restaurants need to have sizzle to kind of stay alive. Same as every one of those other businesses. They all have their own reasons why an app has value. And the price point on this is a large one-time, and I say large, somewhere between $1,000 and $3,000 typically, with a licensing fee for the app on a monthly basis, anywhere from $50. Some people do a couple $100. Some people do very little upfront, and they price the whole thing at like $300 or $400 a month licensing fee. It's up to you. And what I've seen, and I've now sold a couple, but what I've seen is the key driver for me has been ego. Ego combined with the fear of being left behind. And you've all seen it with, getting found on Google or getting into social media or anything like that. The fear of being left behind from a technology standpoint really motivates a lot of people to take action, a lot of business owners. It kind of gets them to pull the trigger. And somebody asked a question, Mario, a minute ago, and I don't remember who it was, why you can actually drive revenue with apps and increase your kind of relationship, your connection with your existing clients. Not your new clients, but your existing clients. So I thought that was interesting to share with you guys.
Yeah, I love it. And I think is it the next slide where we actually talk a little bit about how you can monetize it?
I think so. Let's see. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Let's. Here's some examples, you guys, and we're using examples that we've been involved with or some of our own teams, so your mileage may vary, but these are all real-world numbers. So here are a couple different income streams. Mario, do you want to kind of go over these?
Sure. So you can basically sell your raw apps, between $250 and $400, depending on how confident you are in your skills of selling it. So basically, they pay you to use the tool. So if you have a software or a solution where you can create the app, you could give your access client, and you just charge them for the. You could give your client access, and you just charge them for that, basically. So we don't really recommend that. You can still make about $50 to $100, so to speak, for hosting. but we don't recommend it because there's other ways how you can make a lot more money, which is way number 2, where you sell local businesses an app straight up. So what that means is you have your software solution to create apps fast and effectively, and then you create the app and you sell the done-for-you project. And that's where the real money comes in. We have different people, students, we go to the mobile events, and anywhere between $500 and $5,000 I saw people charging. It really depends how confident you are, and of course which industry you target. You will get a lot more money from a huge restaurant, from a franchise, from a lawyer than you will get from a broke plumber. So you got to be careful who you target. But yeah, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. I mean, that's what people charge for apps. That's, I think, where really the money is. After that, you still charge them $50 to $100 per month. Why? It's really easy. First of all, hosting. You will tell them you got to make sure that the app works on all the phones. There's updates, features, so you take care of that, and that's the price for that, $50 to $100 per month. It's really fair, and mobile apps are so hot, they will pay that. Way number 3 is you have MobileBizBox build your app for you. So you can have us build the app for you basically, and you sell it. So we have a very low charge for that, and that would be a third way that you could cash in. But obviously, if you have a tool to create it, it makes sense if you use ours. We love our product, but whichever tool you use, we recommend that then you sell the done-for-you app for like between $1,500 and $3,000. So yeah, that's the 3 ways, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely, Mario. And the other thing that I've seen some success is offering a lower price, but only giving them Android, and then including Android and iPhone at the higher price, and make it and then maybe throw in iPad as an additional option to make it like no-brainer, so people can't resist kind of pulling the trigger at that higher price point. But you can all come up with ways to package it. But it's interesting, when Mario talked about it, the sell it yourself model is so hot, you'd be making a major mistake not to do that number 2.
Yeah, I agree.
So, all right, I think it's time, Leanne. I think it's time. Let's see. Mario, it doesn't look like it's letting me advance the slides. Let's see. Are you the presenter or am I?
You are the presenter.
All right.
Maybe it's rolled on you. We know how to go.
Yep. Welcome to GoToWebinar. Will you take control, because it's not letting me advance anymore.
Hold on 1 second. Bear with us, guys. So, but I think there was only one slide left. If you guys want to see how to create an app step by step, we can actually give the control to Leanne, and she can show everyone here on the call live how it is to create an app, how simple it can be, different features, and because a lot of you were asking already, okay, this all sounds good, but how do I create an app actually if I'm a newbie? So we could talk about that. Leanne, are you there?
I'm ready and waiting.
Okay, sweet. Then if you want, you can grab the screen.
I don't. Oh, okay. Hang on 1 sec. Show my screen.
Sorry, Leanne, I pushed it over to you.
Got it. Close
Because
that.
the big question that people on the phone might have right now, and there was the slide that was missing, can I do this? And we're going to prove to you guys that you can absolutely do this. We wanted to show you the opportunity, show you how to sell it, how to package it, but now here's the fulfillment side. And with that being said, I'll hand it over to you, Leanne.
Okay, first of all, sound check. How do I sound? Am I popping, loud, soft? How do I sound? Good?
You sound wicked good.
I know why you said that. I live in Massachusetts, the land of wicked. All right. So you guys can see my screen. So what I did was I wanted to show you literally start to from nothing. So what's really cool about this app builder is it's templated. Many cases it's drag and drop, cut and paste. And when I mean you don't have to touch code, nothing. So I created this for a restaurant that's local to me that I actually love. It's here. It's called the Elephant Walk. Great restaurant if you're ever in the Boston area. I know Costas is up here, and he's actually in Waltham, which is where this restaurant has one location. Anyway, great restaurant, and this is how it starts. So you just click Start Here. The system can go to an existing website and like pull stuff, but I hate to do that. I've done it. It doesn't work well. So I just say start from scratch.
Nice.
And then it's got templates. So this is another great feature. You were talking industries before, what industries are good. So here's a bunch. You want ideas? Boom, 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 boom. I know that Elephant Walk happens to be a restaurant, so I'm going to choose restaurant. And when you pick one of these, it preloads a lot of the template. And you'll see what I mean in one sec. So bada bing, bada boom, here we go. These are tabs that are already loaded. And then these are tabs that they suggest, which I think this is kind of a duh. It's a restaurant, so we want all this stuff. Let's add it, add it, add it. Another great thing about this system is you can just add anytime. So I don't know that they have a Facebook page. Let's put it. We can always take it away. Testimonials are good, right? Save features and continue. So with that, just with that, we're 20% done. And I'll show you what I did. All these tabs were created, and if we went to preview your app right now, there's nothing in there really. Let me just explain this page, because the system, at the same time it builds the app, it builds this HTML5 website. It's there as a courtesy, basically. So that's what I'll say on that. All right, so this is our app right now. It's empty, but it's got all the tabs already loaded. So what do we have to do now? We got to put content in there, and we got to put something here. Make it at least look decent. So we go to content. And the first thing I like to do is just add in business details. So again, I would just go to the website, copy it, go back here. I'm not going to bore you with all this, but you know, basically you put in, I'm just going to say 1 Waltham Street. I know it's Waltham.
That's where you could park your car.
Next to Harvard Yard. 012, whatever, 45. I'm just making that up. You'd go to the website, you'd see if they had an email. A lot don't. I'm not going to take the time to do that now. You grab the telephone number, that's important. So let's just take one of them. Boston. Telephone. Okay. Save changes. So we've already started, but there's no background. So what I did before the webinar was I actually created a little background form, and I think it's this one right here. We'll upload it. And seriously, I am not good at graphics. As you can see, it needs help. But I was able to show you what I did. Elephant Walk. I have, because I have a PC, I really like this thing called Snipping Tool. But you can use Jing, which is totally free. You can use Snagit, which isn't. Whatever you have to grab images and things from the web, and I just go here, I grabbed what I wanted, and I saved it. And then I upload, I'm not going to save changes right now, and then I upload it into paint.net. So now that I want to show you that, we'll go back to preview, and our app is already going to start looking better. Look, the website already looks better than it did. At least it's not blank. And the app, come on, come on, come on.
Patience, Danielson.
Here it is. All right, so this was seriously like, went here, grabbed this. I took a snip of this picture, right, went into Paint, and if I pull that file in, that's the paint.net. Let's open her up. So seriously, I grabbed that. I grabbed a little snip of the food, and then I thought I was so smart. I went to the food picture, and I like this little eyedropper tool. And I just started poking around here and thought, what color would look as a background? Now, I'm not sure this avocado green looks great, but you know, you could select that red, and you could change the background. So if I wanted to, I could go down to this layer 4. I could hit that bucket tool. And okay, red's definitely not an option. So you want to undo it, you just hit Control Z. But that's how simple it is to play around. Okay, so let's say that was good. I saved it. Let's go back to the site. And you see the end result. So is it perfect? No. But can you do it fast? Yes. Will you need better graphics? Yes, but it's good enough to get started. All right, so let's go back into the app and start walking through some of the features. What I love about restaurants and this app platform is all the stuff that restaurant owners would love. You have the capability, if the restaurant has events, like this particular restaurant does. They do cooking lessons. That's an event. You can put the calendar of the events, grab it right off here. These have passed, but August 18 is coming up, September 8th, September 15th. They're nice enough to provide it, so what you do is you go back here, and we could add an event. So what was one of them? New vegetarian and vegan recipes. So we'll just say veggie recipes.
Sounds delightful.
You know, anything they cook, really, I would eat. September 8th, event time. We don't have to put that in. We want to make it active. And then basically you would just, whatever they say here, copy it. Now I'm just doing this down and dirty, but it's suggested that you like change the background color. So let's see if we can get that avocado-y green. Okay, we'll update the colors, make it look better. You could put an image in there by clicking here. Adding an image, not going to do it now, but it's recommended that you do. And I'll show you an app that has it, so not to worry. I just don't want to take the time to do it. So anyway, when you create a page, you want to think, how can I make this page look the best you can? So you can bold things. You can, this is a nice little WYSIWYG editor. You can center things. You could put, if you're really smart in coding, you could put an HTML code right here, make it even look better. But we're going to leave this like this for now, just to add it. And what's nice is when a person pulls this up on their iPhone, it actually syncs to their calendar. So what restaurant owner wouldn't love to have that? Okay, so we've now added that. Did we do it? Hopefully it's there. I don't see it. What was it called? Veggie dinner? Oh, you know what? This is a good example of what not to do. I'll show you what I did wrong. September 8th. I'm not going to put the text in here, but look what I didn't do. Whoops. Save changes. Okay, now it's there. Let's make it active. Save the changes. You get it, right? Simple, fast. Tip calculator. There's nothing here. Basically, all you got to do for this is do an image. And I've created one, so let's choose the file that I created. And I'll show you why I created this in a second. It's this one right here. Save the changes. Let's go to preview. No, I don't. Thank you very much. Preview. While this is loading, I'll just tell you why these features are good. When you're building an app, you want to think value. Value to the end user, not marketing, not sales, but what would be useful to a customer? So, of course, being able to see the menu, that's useful. A tip calculator, yeah, while they're in the restaurant, to be able to hit that. Now, this is the graphic I created, and what I did was I just pulled that gray out of one of these elephants, and I filled it in here, put their logo at the bottom. This is why it's at the bottom, right? Because if I put it at the top, these boxes would go over it, and Apple doesn't like that. It looks sloppy and messy, and it should all be clean and nice, and there should be an image on the page, so don't just put a background. There should be something. And then this is actually live. Like, you can actually use it. I know I did this in the last webinar that we did. Well, let's do it again. So I'm not going to do 40%, so Brian won't give me grief. I'm just going to do 25%.
It's 40%. You do put yes in the question and answer box. Not even me if I've been drinking when I do 40%.
There you go. So look how fast this is and how useful, right? Person sitting in the restaurant, they go to their app, they just had a meal, they put in the numbers, and so you don't have those little, oh, who pays what, blah, 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 blah. Here it is. Each person should pay $31.25. That gives you 25%. Done. But what else? What else would add value? Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. They have the ability. Now, I have not created this. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do it live. I'm going to show you another app that has it. Or, well, I'll ask you, do you want me to do it live? Have people, you got to tell me what people are saying because I can't see the question box.
Yep. Cindy says live.
Live, okay.
Julie, Paul, yeah, a bunch of people.
All
you
right.
guys know the rules. When things are live on the call, sometimes stuff happens, so you have to,
we'll try not to.
be cool.
Okay, so what is it called? QR coupon.
Yep.
So we got to add new coupon. So let's see, Elephant Walk. We'll say,
roll. I like it.
Get your free, just because that's what it says there. Start date, we'll say August 17th. End date, we'll keep it open. QR code, leave that. Check-in target amount. The way this works and what I'm doing is the system, this platform is going to generate a QR code, okay? You get to decide with the restaurant owner how many times they have to scan that QR code. So let's say if they eat at the restaurant and buy like 5 entrees, they get a free appetizer. Okay, so that's the deal. So they have to buy 5 things. And just to prevent somebody from like going into the restaurant and they get a buddy behind the desk, you know, who works there and they take the QR code out and the person just scans it. Well, we're going to prevent that because we're going to say, look, you got to wait 24 hours before you go buy your entree again. We'll let them use it again, so once it goes through its cycle, it'll repeat. Let's make it active. Let's upload an image. I'm just going to choose anything because let's choose food. Oh, no.
I think this is a good lesson right here that the one thing that if there's anything challenging is you have to you got to manipulate the graphics a little bit, the file sizes. You got to do things like that. And then for Apple, the one thing you should concern yourself is, regardless of what you're doing, whether you're building them by hand or using a tool like our own, you have to be concerned about the overall look of the graphics and the use of native iPhone functionality. That helps make them say, yep, approve, approve, approve. So just a good food for thought while Leanne's doing this.
Food for thought. Ha ha ha. Okay, so let's see what happened. And what you just said, multiply by 10. When you're building an app, take marketing out of your brain. Apple doesn't like marketing. If it even smells like marketing, they'll say no, and you'll get a big rejected stamp on it. So don't go there. Think value. Think value to this QR coupon. It uses the native functionality of the app, of the phone, because people have to use a scanner. They have to use the phone, the camera in it. So let's see. It actually worked. Hold me. So
all right, look at that on the first try. Leanne.
Big lock right here. What they have to do is scan this QR. Now let's see. And this is what it's going to look like in the phone. But let me see this, because this could be a good test. We'll go and do something. I'm going to think on it. But I'll show you something else. Okay, so that was live. Okay, I actually did it live. It worked. That's how simple this is. Okay, this is probably the most time-consuming thing. Not probably. It is going to be the most time-consuming thing. Is going to be creating good graphics. And again, that's something. If you're bad at graphics, pay the money. You're getting paid good money for your app. Outsource it. You know, for the demo app, this is what I recommend. You do the graphics because you're just showing it to the customer. But for the actual output, once you get the check in hand, build in cost for graphics and just get awesome graphics. And when we look at preview apps, you'll see what I mean. You'll see the difference between my little rudimentary thing and really good graphics, okay? So let's go back here. I am going to, let me show you this. Brian, you had said something about push notifications, but another really cool thing is you can use your app as a squeeze page in the very beginning. So when people download your app, let me show you what I mean. I took this, I went and downloaded an app today from this PA Law, and this is one of the messages that I got on my iPhone. So I took a screenshot of it. The very next message was, would you like to sign up for our newsletter? Same little box with an email sign up. So I didn't take a screenshot of that because I knew I could explain it, but the things that pop up right when the person downloads the app. So it's very cool. So if we go back to the app, you can see where newsletter, it syncs with these email providers right now. We're working on Aweber, but right now if your restaurant uses any of these, it's just automatic. So how awesome is that? Now let me, I'm going to log out of here and go to another app that I already created because I want to show you a few more features without having to create them and then show them and create them. But I already showed how easy it is to create most of these. Let me just get my login. Okie dokie. Reservations.
I love that one.
This is so awesome, and you have to think phone, okay? So let's say you're out bopping around, or the soccer mom and her family is out bopping around, the soccer game's over, the kids are tired, they're hungry, you're hungry, you got to do something for dinner. You're on your phone. Well, if you had, or your restaurant had an app, and they can download the app and go here and watch this. This is so cool. You could log into their app, do one of two things, and I'm going to show you one at a time, but they're both equally cool. You can make reservations, so let's say the kids are clean enough after soccer that they can go out. You click on the tab. This particular restaurant has many locations, so let's just go to the Framingham one. That's right around the corner from me. I actually synced this, and I'll show you how simple this is, with OpenTable, because this particular restaurant uses OpenTable. I can select the date. Now imagine, this is in the preview, guys. So I'm in the preview. You're sitting in the restaurant. You're showing the restaurant owner. You created this demo app. You're sitting there with your phone. Don't worry if you don't have the app. You get an app previewer from us because, you know, we want to make this easy. So there's one. It exists. You can upload it to the iPhone. I'm looking into one for the Android. I'm pretty sure we have one of those also. You sit there with your phone. You show them. Look, you're a customer. I could literally make reservations for tonight if I wanted to. There's my times. And this is all from the previewer. This isn't even live. And let me just show you how I did that really fast. So go to opentable.com. And I search by the restaurant name, so it's Paparazzi, Framingham. Find a table. Not so much. We'll click on that. Okay, now you can see my window up here, right? You get this really long URL. I just highlighted the end of it. This is all I want. I grab that, Watch how easy this is. Go back into my app builder. Let's go back to content. We'll go to the reservations tab. I'll delete it. Yeah, let's delete it because I'm going to put you right back in. So this is how simple. Add web view right here. Click. Name, Framingham Reservations. There you go. URL. Here it is. Open table. Save changes. Boom. Let's keep them. Look, it puts it in alphabetical order. That's cool. And it's back live. And then you just repeat the process for every location, and you're done. Now, that's one thing. So the family's out, they could make reservations. But what if the kids are dirty, they're moaning and complaining, and you know they're just going to be a nightmare in the restaurant, but you want to get takeout? No problem. You can go, this very same restaurant has awesome, I'm totally hooked on their chicken parmesan. We get it for takeout all the time. You can actually, this platform syncs with PayPal, Google Checkout, or of course, that Universal Cash. You can order direct from your phone. Watch this. Preview. If you show a business owner this, they'll fall off their chair. The cool thing about this is all they need is a little printer, and it goes right from the app, prints out. You can also do an email notification so that they could get notified in email. So let's go here, mobile food, ordering. I only added, let's say we're near Chestnut Hill. And I want pizza, like you just said, Brian, right? So
I always want pizza, yep.
Pizza. And now look, you can see I added these images to the page. I want the margarita thin crust pizza. I'm not going to allow because it's not a phone. Tells you about the product that you're looking at ordering, the price, and now because it's pizza, hey, you can add toppings. So look, we can add, these were all things I added in. This is the most time-consuming feature, but it's so worth it. I can add extra onion, and I can add instructions if I want to say no garlic. Add item to order, or just say done. Okay, so let's say we just wanted one pizza. Oh, look, I have a typo there. Whoops. Got to fix that. We could go back and order more stuff, but let's just say we're done. Check out. If this was synced, there, well, look at that. Look at that. Your total charges, this is what you ordered, pay order by, you enter your details, and you're done. And you've now ordered food directly from an app. You
just did mobile commerce right there. Boom.
Right there. That's how easy this is. I mean, this makes my jaw fall on the floor. How simple, simple, simple that is. Now let me show you a few more. These are things that the QR coupon, restaurant owners love that because they want the person to come back and they want the customer to have a reason to come back. Well, if the person knows that if they buy 5 dinners, they get a free appetizer or a free pitcher of beer or whatever that restaurant is giving, they're going to, when they go to eat out next time, they're going to do that little mental math in their head. Hey, wait a minute. I know I bought 3 meals out of that. Hey, let's go to that restaurant because I only got to buy 2 more and I get the freebie. You know what I mean? So this is another thing that has that same functionality. Except this is, let me show you how this works. Let's go to preview. I get so excited about this stuff. And while this is loading, let me tell you, we got a new car a few weeks ago, so I had to drop the insurance papers off at my insurance agent, and dropped them off. While I was there, I just touched on, hey, you know what? I just recently, we have this new app program and platform, and it would be really awesome for your agency. I started telling them why. I'm going in next Wednesday to present, so I'm going to be making a demo app. They're interested. And all it was a conversation while I was dropping off an insurance form. So this was loyalty. See, I love giving away free appetizers. All right. This, wicked cool. Again, the restaurant.
Go Boston, go.
The restaurant owner would have a list of the codes, okay? When you make this up, every time the person buys the thing that they're supposed to buy, they tell their server, and then they hand the phone to the server, and the server would add in the code. So I honestly forget what this code is, so I'm not going to, you know what? Let's cancel it, and let's go back and change the code so that we can see it. Because honestly, it's so cool. Oh, there it is. My secret code is S1. Okay, so let's go back. Sorry about that. Are there any questions I can answer while this is like loading?
Oh, there's many questions, but
Okay.
we'll
All
keep
right.
them for the end.
Then this is fast enough. So loyalty, boom, 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 over here. Free appetizer. Bring that up. So it was S1. Watch this. I love this. What? Oh, it was capitalized. Sorry about that. That's one thing about the iPhone thingy. Look at that. Immediate. And now it unlocked this one. So what's cool about this is that the person whose phone it is gets a nice visual. They see, oh, look, I'm only 2 away from the prize. Cool? What do you think?
That's very cool. I love it.
Okay. Moving on. There's just so much to show here. We could literally, I don't want to like be here for hours and hours and hours, but we could literally be here for a long time. So I think, let me see. I just want to make sure. Menus, simple, simple, simple. You literally download a PDF and upload it. Like, add PDF. You literally just go to the file on your computer and upload it. I'm not going to do it. It's fast, fast, fast. So you can have 2 menus. You can see that the Elephant Walk, if you look at menus, let's go to lunch. They have a mistake on their website, so you could show them that. But you literally just download the PDF and upload it.
Yeah.
Or you can copy the page. What I did was I just copied this whole page, and you can upload it into a menu tab. So there's 2 different ways. One more way of bringing customers back, you can tell the establishment they can be their own Foursquare. You know, Foursquare gives 15% off if you check in so many times or whatever. Get people coming back. Again, that retention. Businesses love it. So the way this works is you don't want to give a big prize because seriously, the person just has to be, they could literally stand at the front door and do a check-in without buying anything. And business owners don't want that. They don't want to reward people for just being near their restaurant. They want people to buy something. So you give a really little, a free soft drink or something, or 10% off your next check, something small. Okay, but the way this works, again, let's do check-in. It's literally like they're their own Foursquare. Now they don't have to go through an outside company. It's all inside their app. And check in. Whoops. This would be obvious. If it was a phone, of course you allow it. There's that lock again. You need to check in. And if I try, I'm not quite there. But this pops up, and I wanted to point this out because this is something that's priceless. Built into the platform, you don't have to do anything. This just pops up. Share on Facebook, share by email, share on Twitter. So let's say, your customer is just so happy. They just had a delicious meal. They can just share it out on their Facebook wall. The restaurant owner doesn't have to pay advertising costs for that. They don't have to pay. They could get customers literally just by viral sharing. So that is the power of this. Now, I'm not going to go through all the rest of these tabs, but fan wall is a way for people to like stay in touch. You could message the business. We had one caller, Mike Rimmer, from the last.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
Yeah, because he figured out all you have to do is log into Facebook or Twitter, because you have to use social media. He posted in his Facebook wall, Brian and Mario were awesome. But of course, you know, you would say the restaurant name and just had a great meal at blankety blank. And you can manage them here. So if Mike had said Brian and Mario are buttheads, I would just hit the big delete button right there. Of course, he would never say that, but. So now, do you want to see a couple other already done apps? Would that be useful?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see some done apps. Done.
Okay. There is a nifty little site called previewyourapp.com. Works just like that little app preview that I was showing you, and this is the app that you can get for your phone also. You just get the Preview Your App. So you just search for it, download it to.
For Android too, by the way, Liam, because before you asked if they have it, we just had someone here sharing that they do have it for Android.
Sweet. I thought they did, so I'm glad that they, thank you. All right, so let's do a law firm. Because you wouldn't think, what possibly could we add value? How could we add value? So let's see. You have to use the keyboard online, okay? And each app has its own code. So you type in the code, hit next, go. And what would you expect, right? But, Brian, you were talking before ego, right?
Yeah, ego's there, all three of them, huh?
Hey, you build a demo app. Did you see? I mean, you saw how easy it was. Now, look at this. This is your guy, right?
Yeah, that's one of my guys, yeah.
Yeah, I can go, and I did. I grabbed his stuff.
Oh, cool.
And I'll show you that in a second.
Wait a minute. Note to everybody on the call, that's a real client. Don't call him, please.
Yeah, don't call him.
Please.
But same thing. You just take the name of the firm, a big old picture, so that when you preview it, that's what they see first. And, geez, who doesn't want to see that? That's ego, right? But now, what are, what value? Well, I knew.
I'm thinking like settlements, maybe submitting a form, submitting like a, hey, I want a consultation. Yeah,
right here.
Case results, look at that. Okay.
Facts, because depending what kind of law, and if this would load fast, but basically you would put things that, there you go. What is a personal injury? Blah, 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 blah. This is useful. Case results, that's useful, of course. Consultation, like you were just saying, give them a form. Come on in. It's free. Let's do another one. The other thing with law firms is I'm going to show you a feature, and it's where you can email a photo. So let's say they were personal injury, and God forbid, the person just falls off. Take a picture of yourself. Take a picture of that, your foot that just got run over by whatever. Take a picture and send it to us. Or if it was a accident, like what I pitched to my insurance agent was take a picture of the car. You just had an accident. This is the best time. Take a picture of the car live, send it in to us right away. We'll get started on your claim.
Gonti just asked that. That kind of feature would work with both an insurance agent and or an attorney for sure.
Absolutely, and really useful, and it uses the iPhones and the Android phone functionalities, which they love. So that adds value to the end user, and it's a great feature. I mean, I get in a car accident, I can take a picture live of the car, the cars, the way they are on the street, so now we don't even have to talk witnesses, and I can send it right to my insurance agent. That's pretty darn good. Now, I'm going to show you this one just because I know you showed the image of it before, but I just want to show you how just darn nice looking this is. So when I talked about upping your graphics, this is what I meant. See how much nicer this looks than mine? It's got depth, so I won't go on and on about that, but this is not expensive to get images that look like this. And this is a cool thing. This is the, well, what do they call it? I forget. But when you go into the app previewer, I'll show you. It's advanced. Like these tabs are advanced. It's not just the classic, it's the advanced. So you can see how they made these blend with, it just looks very good. So see, they've got the food ordering right there. They've got events. These are all, and they're right up here. You want the first tabs to be like the most important ones. So yeah, seeing the menu, that would be important. The home page, don't allow. So you can call the restaurant, that would be important. Directions, wicked important. I'll stop saying wicked. Directions, you want to know how to get there. Tell a friend. Let's see what else they got. Twitter, Facebook. Let me see if they have the email thing. They have an image gallery, loyalty. All right, here's one. Look at this. Calorie counter. How useful is that? What they did was, all they did was they pulled this in from a website, right? So they said, oh, yeah, sexual activity.
Feed, I guess. Look at that. That's amazing.
It's a feed, but how useful is this? Person sitting in the restaurant, they're like, okay. While they're just sitting there, submit photos. All right. So this is how it would work for we talked about the lawyer, the insurance agent. For a restaurant, I would say you could have fun with it. Like, especially if it was a restaurant with a club, like, send us a picture of your drink, or, send us a picture of you dancing, or send us a picture of your meal if you liked it, or send us a picture of whatever. And we'll enter it into the photo contest, and at the end of the month, we'll give away a free whatever. So the restaurant could have fun with it. And, instead of, how restaurants have that fishbowl, they're like, oh, drop a business card in, and we'll give away a free. Well, here it would be submit a photo, and at the end of the month, you get a free dinner. So it's a way of building that loyalty, engagement, and in a different way. So be creative and use something that's already existing in the world, which is that fishbowl. Where we see it in a lot of restaurants, maybe not the higher-end restaurants, but certainly the mid-range. And instead of doing the fishbowl, get creative. Put it in the app. And that's a good point. Like, two things that the restaurant's already doing, so the marketing that they're already doing, the loyalty programs they already have, and just put it in here. So all good on that? Let me go back to here, because when the app is published, you can actually see how many people have downloaded. Past week, 2 weeks, you can track it. So that's cool, right? To be able to know that it's actually out there and people are downloading it. Let's go to appearance, just because I want to show you real fast how simple it is to change the look, okay? Because it's all about customizing. It's all about getting it to have the colors and the look and feel. I mean, that restaurant right there, you get. That's branding. You get it. That's the look and feel of that restaurant. So you want everything to look the same. This is how easy it is to do it. All right, this is what it's called, premium design. That's the words I was searching for. Basically, these little tabs, look at all this. Look. I mean, you could just go nutty. I can change the tab to round. Instantly done. I want to change the shadow. I want to make it a little bubble. What if I want square? You get the idea, right? Was that, I mean, easy, easy, easy. Icon color. All right, so now we've got the shape. What do you think? I'd like a nice orangey one. That goes with that color, so you can change the color of the icons. Now the tabs themselves, these thingies, let's go up here. Let's go up into the reds. Up, 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 not purple, but you get the idea, right? Simple, simple. And the other cool thing is, let me show this real fast. You could go into your paint.net. Remember I showed you that little eyedropper thingy? Well, you want a brand. Let's just say that this restaurant, let's just say that their color branded was this avocado green. So you select it. It pops up over here. This is what I'm looking for. See this hex color right here? That is that exact color. So I Control-C copy it. I go back here. I paste it in here, and boom. Pops up here, pops up here. So now you can quickly customize those tabs. And last but not least, you can change the color of the text and the font. So, you know, cool? Easy? Yes.
Leanne,
Totally,
yeah.
totally easy. Now,
Now, Leanne, are you a programmer or a technical developer by background or no?
oh, if you only knew. You know what? I can follow directions easily. That's why I love this, because the directions are easy. It's not like, even when I started trying to use WordPress, and then I had to like do something to change it, when I first learned it, I was stumped. I could like upload the basic blog, and then I'm like, oh man, really? Theme? Upload theme? No. You know what? I know such basic HTML code. That's it. That's the extent. But I can follow directions, and like this is really simple. So I can play around in here because they're buttons. There's nothing I really have. There's no code in here. It's like code-free zone. The most complex thing was the images.
Right, but the rest of it is really drag and drop. I mean, that's the beauty. That's why we wanted to have this in place for everyone to be out there, go out there and focus on selling apps. Not how do I create them, do I need fancy code and programming? Not at all. Once you've sold it and you can have demo apps on your phone, you just go to this, to our amazing MobileBizBox app builder, you create it, make it live, and you are ready to rock. We're actually right now working on more tutorials that you can give to your VA, so you don't even have to do any of the hard work. Your assistant can do it. You just go out there and sell it, and cash these $400,000, $500,000, $1,500 checks. So I mean, we love it. I'm a non-technical guy, so every time we look for software that we can create and what's out there, we always look for something that I can use. And if I can do it, guys, trust me, you can do it. And you agree, Brian?
Oh, totally, Mario. That's the key. I mean, Mario made a video, actually, he showed me this morning, and in, I don't know, 10 minutes you build an app for a sports team you like.
Yeah, literally this paparazzi app, I was learning when I did it. Probably took me an hour, hour and a half to get all that with all those features and functions. And I'm just showing you here how you can change the color of the tabs, like blue, no, black, maybe. They have all these that are already templated, and of course this is all, you can customize any of it if you want to go crazy. If you don't want to go crazy, just use one of the ones they already have.
That's awesome. I
That's
mean, I love that it's so easy to customize it without code. And with that being said, Brian, Leanne, hey, Brian, do you want to talk a little bit about Mike and maybe go back to the slides and share a little bit what Mike is doing in the last 2 or 3 months, which is ridiculous, getting apps out there?
Mario, you may want to why don't you take control and put that slide up if you don't mind.
Hold on. And Leanne, thank you so much for showcasing it. That was really beautiful. Wicked cool. Wicked cool. I love it.
Yeah, German wicked cool.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start using that. Let me grab the PowerPoint.
It may work for me, but just since it froze up earlier, I don't want to do anything crazy.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that in just a second.
Yeah, guys, the GoToWebinar gremlins sometimes GoToWebinar works on a PC and a Mac, and they recently added some features to Macs. And what I've seen is I've seen a focus on trying to make the Mac platform more stable for them. And so what that really means is sometimes it's not. Hey, guys, this is a friend of mine that Mario just mentioned and putting up. Used to live near me, but he moved back home to Fort Lauderdale after a divorce. And, you know, like a lot of us, he's been in search. He's done not as much social media. He's done his share of search and websites over the past few years. Cool guy, super nice, non-technical, very non-technical. He can build WordPress sites, you know, with a template or a theme. And he called me, and he got on board with our MobileBizBox product, our suite, if you will. And in 2 weeks, he's had so much pickup, literally, you can read it, I'll tell you about it, but he just walks in, he shows him a skeleton app like Cy was talking about. He walks in and says, is this cool or what? You know, he doesn't sell it. Is this cool? You know, and he's eating there or drinking a beer knowing Mike. And the restaurant owner or somebody typically is going berserk. They love it because it's kind of partially branded. And then he says, look, I can finish this and customize it out for you. This is the price. This is your software licensing fee each month. You know, boom, and he's done. 8 apps in 2 weeks. Now, he's actually had to add, he's got 2 buddies that he went to high school with that he now has selling with him down in Fort Lauderdale, Boca, Miami area, and unbelievable, 8 apps in 2 weeks. So Mike's about as, you know, total straight normal guy, no super tech programmer. Not even a web designer. I mean, he can install WordPress, you know, from the Fantastico or something, but, you know, that's the limit. He's savvy. He knows what we're doing. He gets the local marketing space. He's able to net it out by showing a real-world example. Not even, you know, he uses our unlimited test sites, builds a rough-looking skeleton with the logo, a little bit of functionality, and then shows the preview live on his Android phone. That's it.
That's awesome.
Nothing. He doesn't even use any of our marketing material, Mario. We have all this material. Mike doesn't use any of it.
And that doesn't mean that our stuff is not valuable.
Mike just does it his own way, guys. It's that easy.
I mean, he has his own way, and the cool thing that he mentioned, I think, was Brian, that, you know, he signed up. You know, you guys maybe know, like 3 weeks ago, there was this huge mobile app launch. He signed up with these guys, but once he saw MobileBizBox and our app builder and the functionality and the training we have, the ongoing coaching and all the material, even though he's not using it, he said if a newbie had to make a choice, it's MobileBizBox all the way for the win. I think that was a really nice, you know, really nice feedback.
No, it was nice. And Mike actually, he may or may not be on the call. He is in the private Facebook group, and he's been given, you know, a lot of feedback because he's by no means an SEO guru or a web design guru. He's no Jeff Klein. He's a normal guy. He uses the tool. He walks in. He has lunch around 2 o'clock. He shows the app, and he closes the deal. That's it.
Yeah, it really is beautiful. Now, with that being said, Brian, we had a lot of people asking us, how can we sign up with this? Guys, if you want to check it out, we have 3 different options. You just go to mobilebizbox.com/options. And just being really honest, you know, we launched MobileBizBox 2 weeks ago, and we had to close it because it's a manual process. So we had to make sure we take care of everyone and get them all signed up, and everyone is like up and rolling. But we're still actually right now improving the training material, and we're adding more tutorials. We're going to have tutorials for virtual assistants. I mean, it's just amazing. But we pretty much got caught up right now, and so we're reopening the doors for people who are only interested in apps. So if you saw our MobileBizBox suite, if you say, hey, I don't need everything. I'm interested specifically in apps. If that's you, you can sign up today as a special price for the next 72 hours for $97. Now keep in mind.
Hey, Mario?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you have the wrong URL. I put the right URL in the box. It's training.mobilebizbox.com/options.
No, it's this one here.
No, we did a redirect.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry.
No,
that's
okay.
all right. No, good thinking though, but we were thinking.
It is good thinking. So we'll have 25 places. We're going to set you up manually. So if you go to this website and you choose the option, keep in mind it's a manual process. After you made the investment, you're going to be forwarded right away to the training. You have instant access to all our sales videos and PowerPoints, everything. But we have to set you up manually. So within the next 48 hours, you're going to get an email, and you're going to be ready to rock and roll with your 3 apps actually. And there's, of course, Brian, as always with us, a 30-day money-back guarantee. So check it out at mobilebizbox.com/options. Hey, Brian, do you think we should discuss real quick the options and why we came up with this 97 per month compared to the MobileBizBox? Maybe we have a couple of people confused here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense to go over, and it was a result of feedback. I mean, we can talk about it. Do you have that screen, or we could just chat about it without it? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So some of the oh, go ahead, Brian. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. No, it's so hard to tell on tape delays, you guys. The whole idea is some of you said, hey, I love the whole suite, and it's amazing, but all I really want to do is apps, and I want to do apps. I'm hardcore focused like Mike. Mike, honestly, all he wants to do is apps, and he'll tell you. He's actually on this call right now, and he's laughing at me, but literally, we said, hey, let's structure it in a way that it's only apps all the time, and we would limit access to it because we don't want to be like those people that sell 1,000, 2,000 copies and they get overwhelmed. We shut off the other day when we felt like we had enough customers, and then we're going to do just 25 today on the app platform and make sure we can handle it, because it's a lot of the value we add is service and training, and we want to be able to answer emails, answer questions in the chat, and help and not be flooded. But at $97 a month, you get three apps live. You get unlimited demo test apps. So like Mike will tell you, you can build 40 or 50 of them if you want. Go and show them, sell whatever you sell, and then when you get another one that goes live, you would then pay for the 4th one. So not when you sell it, but when it gets approved and live on the store. That's a big distinction, because it may take Apple a couple weeks to give you the thumbs up, if you follow me.
Exactly. And the other thing is, guys and gals, obviously we still have MobileBizBox, but a couple of you guys really said, hey, I want to focus on apps, so we made this available today with 3 apps. You get 3 apps, like we said, at the cheapest price. If you can check the competition out there, guys, there's no one who has a deal like that. They charge you like $500 to submit an app. I mean, they have these crazy fees. Let's not even get into that. But if you go to mobilebizbox.com/options, and Leanne, if you can post it in the chat, you're going to see 3 different options. You can sign up at $97 per month. You can have a yearly deal where you get a 30% savings, which is big, or you just sign up for MobileBizBox, the complete suite that we have at $157 a month, which is by far the best value, because then you get SMS, you get the best mobile website builder that's in town right now, and you get also the best Q&R tool and generate an analytics. Now, that's really straightforward. So, Brian, I saw that we had a lot of questions. I mean, it is amazing. And Leanne, maybe you can see them already. There were a couple of technical questions. But for everyone on this call, check it out. We got 25 spots. And if this is for you, absolutely cool. We look forward to working with you. If not, that's cool too. I hope you learned a lot. Everything you saw when it comes to the software, all the features, training, templates. We have sales videos that you can use done for you. We have contracts. We have all kind of stuff waiting for you. Plus, Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, on Tuesday is actually the 2nd coaching call with Jay. So we have Jay, who's out there killing it with mobile websites and SMS and mobile apps. He's helping us every month, coaching our students on how to get out there and make money with this, right?
Absolutely, yeah. The call is, we're going to announce it. It's this Tuesday. We have other ones scheduled. Mario, I haven't even told you, I got a developer in Germany who we've been working with. I was introduced by Rob Actis. He has over 100 apps live on the store. He's going to do a few calls on just Apple approval and closing the app sale. Now, I thought it was interesting. He's in Germany with over 100 apps. So there's a lot of questions on here. I won't answer them now that I say this. No, it's not just a U.S. opportunity. You can localize it in other languages, and you can sell in virtually any market in the world. So there you go.
Yeah, it's a beauty. And so with that being said, I can look if I have the page that you talked about with the 3 different options, and I can explain that. And Leanne, I'm sure you've seen lots of questions, so you can chime in the ones that you comfortable with, and you can start answering them. And while I look in my browser and look for that site real quick.
You know what? There's a big one that I see a bunch of. Let me just hit this one right now, you guys. So there's 2 of them right now. I'm seeing a bunch of coupon code. You don't need a coupon code, first of all. The coupon code is when we did it before, we had a higher price. We had a $197 price, and we gave a code. So the coupon code is irrelevant here. And let's see, the other one was, yes, the difference between the suite is we also give you our SMS system with 2,500 messages, unlimited keywords. We also give you unlimited QR code on our premium platform, and then we give you access to our mobile website platform, which is our premium tool. It's very similar to our app builder, except it's focused on mobile websites. So the whole suite gives you everything, and the reason we did this call is we wanted to focus in only on apps. So, you know what, Mario? I'm going to let you answer some questions. I want to check out something on my other machine here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Leanne, can you
Yeah.
go ahead and grab some of them and answer them, because I don't have my Q&As open.
Yep. And I wanted to point out, too, that cross-platform. I'm in a PC. This works with Macs, PC. Doesn't matter what you have. It works on it. So that's really cool, because it's not, there's no platform, you know, doesn't matter if you're a Mac or PC user. And I saw a couple of good questions that
one that I saw or that I heard was like unlimited push notifications. We do not charge you per push notification that you send out. So with us, you get absolutely unlimited push notifications. You can send as many as you want, you know, or better said, your client. We have a private Facebook mastermind that's already very active. So once you sign up, we're going to add you to the Facebook group, and you will be part of our family, and we'll help you grow, and we help each other. So it's really all about support. Go ahead.
Okay, so yes, I love that Facebook group, Mario, because people, you can't think of everything, you can't know everything, but the sharing and the knowledge that's going on in there is just awesome, because people are bringing up things that I don't know, I add things that they don't know. There's no other, I'll tell you, when I had a brick and mortar business, I owned a bakery, and I would have loved to have been able to like brainstorm with other bakery owners, you know, what are you doing for specials? It would have been fabulous and would have helped my business. To have just that, if you took away all the marketing materials and everything else that you're giving, if I had just that Facebook group, it would be worth the price of everything.
I totally agree. I really agree. So you made a good point there, Leanne. So this, if you can see my screen, Leanne, is basically the three options that you guys have. And just real quick, we had a couple of questions here. Then option number one is $97 a month. If you only want apps and you say apps is the future, that's me, then check out option number one. It's $97 a month. We made it as affordable as possible. Option number two would be a yearly license for the apps where you save 30%, so you can make a one-time investment. And option number three, which is by far the most popular plan, is MobileBizBox at $157 a month. And there you get everything, the best app generator software, the best SMS software, QR code software, and mobile websites as well. So don't get confused. These are the three options. And with that being said, now we really go back to the content Q&As.
All right, I saw Eric had a good question. He asked, once this app is live, can you update the app? And again, this platform, no coding. I hate to say that, like, sound like a broken record, but honestly, it's so good. You update your app, so update events, update content, update whatever you update, and it's immediately live even after the app is published. Like, nothing, you don't have to do anything. You go into the back office, you make your changes, and boom, it's in the app. Stuff like that just makes me so happy, because honestly, we also have the QR builder, as you just, in the other frankly, I think the QR builder, as good as it is a little more confusing than this app platform, which is so robust and does so many more things than a QR code. So it's just, when you have a comparison, this is so easy that you don't appreciate it till you see something that's tougher to use.
Right. I had someone asking, Leanne, how does demo apps work? So, like, for the beginners on the call, how do you explain to someone, what do you mean when you say a demo app, and how come that we don't charge for that?
Okay. Demo app is not published to the Android platform or to the App Store, you know, iTunes. So it's basically, it's live on the platform, and you can show it. All the functions work for the most part. and you can show it to a customer, but it's not published yet. So that's what a demo is. And seriously, it's as easy to create as what I just created. And there are videos. We have videos in the member area. I created them. It literally walks you through step by step. You saw how I just created all those tabs, like immediately. I was 20% done. I walk you through it step by step. So even if you don't have any technical bones in your body, you'll be able to do this. Cool. I think that.
I love it. And you know, again, just to confirm, because I had a couple of people here thinking that they would be charged for demo apps. Absolutely not. We do not charge you for demo apps. You can create a bunch of them. And like I said, we also don't charge per push notification. So just to clarify that. And yes, there is a Facebook group, and you will be added to that as well. I saw that question again. Regarding the licenses, we'll have 25 for now. We're going to get everyone set up manually. And once we have everyone set up and happy, then we'll send out the replay. That's the plan. So depending on, you know, Jason, Leanne, ourselves, Tracy, how fast we are getting people set up, we'll send out the replay tonight or tomorrow or maybe on Saturday, depending on that.
And I'm just scrolling through here to see other questions. Ticket sales for a concert promoter. Absolutely. There's an M-commerce button. So you can set up, the food ordering tab is one tab, but there's also M-commerce, so, and that integrates with PayPal, and I'd have to go in to check and see what else. So you can create, you can sell anything, and a little picture pops up. Those are the two more involved tabs, but yeah, it definitely has that capability. So, you know, how cool is that? If there are customers that are selling things already online, an app would be great for them. Can clients update the daily specials tab? Can clients update the daily specials tab? If they truly do have daily specials, I would suggest you do it. Most restaurants, it's not that important to show, but they want to get you into the restaurant, and then they'll tell you what the daily special is. You know, especially those higher-end restaurants. I don't think it's that necessary because that would be a lot of work. I wouldn't do that. And how to do reservations without Open Table? You really need Open Table or some. There's another. There's
I think there's
a
another
couple
one that's
other.
a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, there's a couple other companies that have an online reservation system. You really need that because what the system is doing is it's pulling in the feed from that website.
Yeah, Leanne, I remember this one right here. Now we actually have time. You want to talk a little bit about this one right here?
Yeah, I love this. This is another thing. Inside the member area, there's this a business card template, and basically it's a PSD file, so Photoshop file, and you literally download it. So this is what it starts out like, and you can go from, this is a business card, so imagine, you can see the outline there. You know, so picture a business card that you hold in your hand, but when somebody asks for your business card, you want to look like a mobile expert, how about handing them this? So this is the raw file, and then can you advance the slide? There it is. This literally took, I don't know, 30 seconds. Fill it in, boom, 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 done. And then you go to your printer, and it's a PSD file, so it's nice and clean, and they'll love it, and that's what you hand people. Now, how cool is that?
So just to make sure that everyone understands, so what you're going to have in your hand is business cards that look like this phone, and your information is inside of it. Just to clarify real quick, which is super cool because if you sell mobile, if you're the mobile specialist when it comes to mobile apps and mobile websites, how cool is it if you can hand someone a business card that looks like an iPhone and has your information on it? I mean, you know, it's that's really cool, Ian.
It's slick. And on the back, I would put a QR code that went to my site or went to an offer or maybe go to a video or whatever. But that's what I would put on the back. So,
yeah.
You know,
QR code with a call to action. I love it.
Absolutely. There was another slide that, because if you go back a little bit, do you think you can do this? There. Just want to, Yeah, because after I did that demo, like seriously, I'm not technical. I mean, I can walk my way through stuff with directions. But now that I've showed that and showed the demo and showed some of the features and showed the platform, I want to ask the people that are still on the call, did it look easy? You think you can do it? And let's see if people are, because
You might be able to actually trigger the poll if it's still to webinar. I'm not sure. I can't see my dashboard.
let's see. Yep, people are saying yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Because honestly, I wanted to convey that it was easy because it really, really is. Good, good. People are saying yes.
Hey, Leanne, let me make a quick announcement. Simon and Amadi and everybody, you guys, if anybody had a problem ordering, I fixed it. I see a bunch of frustrated comments, but I fixed it while Leanne and Mario were answering the questions, so it should be fixed. Anyway, talk about sweating it with authorize.net, guys. Let me tell you what. But
oh, okay. So if you had any issues, and
yeah, there's about 15 or 20 people, and we're only doing 25, and I don't want, for some of you, it looks like I don't know what it was. I'd like to tell you I knew the answer, but I refreshed it, and it's like it fixed whatever the problem was. So
all right. So if you had any issues,
thanks, Simon.
Just go to mobilebizbox.com/options. Leanne, maybe you can post it again. We had a couple of problems there, so it's all fixed now. Thanks, Brian. So if you're still interested, just check out that link that we had there, and you're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, and welcome, Gary. Gary, you're good to go. Same thing for Simon. Same thing for David. Lots. I won't read everybody's names, but all of you guys had commented. I want to tell you thanks, but you're all good to go, so you're fixed.
And Gary asked, does it have MLS integration? It does. There's a tab that pulls in feeds, and it'll pull a feed in from, and you can pull in RSS feeds from any site, and you can pull in data. So MLS, yes. So as a matter of fact, there is I have 3 Realtor demo apps, and inside the member area, I have, I don't know, 15 or so of these demo apps that they can plug in. You can plug in yourself to that preview your app site, and we got 3 Realtor ones. And you can see they've linked right to their listings. So how cool is that to be able to, have a QR code on a sign, the person scans it, it goes to a page that says, hey, download my app. If you're interested in this house, they download the app because, hey, they're going to buy a house, and they pull up the listings. They can snap a picture of the house that they're interested in and send it right to the realtor and say, hey, I just happen to be driving by 32 Elm Street. I'm interested. I mean, the possibilities are just, it boggles my mind. I can't wait to go to my insurance agent next week. Honestly, if I wasn't as busy getting people into your site and setting up the training, I'd have been there this week.
No, that's a good point. Brian, you want to look through the Q&As a little bit from the content we shared? I don't have it open on my dashboard while I have the PowerPoint open, but if you guys find any more questions, let's make sure we'll get them answered.
Yeah, and I'll answer a few of you guys, but if you already answered them, I apologize because I had muted so I could fix the other problem. But there was a question on, let's see, on pricing. And we're going to do, that was Val Duvall. And Val, we're going to do, one, I'll share the slides with you, of course, Val, and anybody else who wants them, we're fine to share, our strategy, around pricing. But let me share what Mike Hart and others in the group are doing. A lot of people are pricing it in the $1,000 to $1,500 range for one app, and then bundling all 3 together for either $1,000 more, or if you're at $1,500, maybe you get all 3 for $2,500. You get the iPad, Android, and iPhone. You give them one at one price, and then you give them, call it a bundle offer at a discounted, increased price. And the other phrase is, the other key thing is when you sell it, you have to talk the business value of the push notifications. It's, for all of us who do SMS, it's the same concept, except it's even more apparent on the customer's phone because it's a big box on the phone that pops up depending on their phone type. And the push notifications are the value. It's not. If somebody asked, is it about finding new clients? And I would argue that no, it's really about driving more revenue increasing your customer retention and building value with your existing client base. I would say a mobile website is more about finding new clients, whereas this is definitely more about increased retention and revenue. Let's see. Somebody asked, how much does it cost? You do have to pay $99 to Apple to become an iOS developer, and that's not per app, that's per developer. You do not pay a fee per app. Let's see. We show you how to submit to Google Play and Apple inside of our suite. We have a little walkthrough, a checklist to help you with Apple. I will be honest and tell you that Apple is trickier than Android. You can be live on the Android store or the Google Play within 2 days maybe. It's pretty quick. Whereas with Apple, it could take 1 to 3 weeks. It just depends on volume of their orders. They just have such an onslaught. And Steve Ward asks, is it possible to upgrade to the full suite later? You guys may have touched on it, but the answer is, of course, yes. And are there technical calls on how to use the software? Absolutely. We've done one. We're going to continue to do them on a periodic basis, probably a couple a month. Our goal is to put out 3 or 5 webinars a month that span technical and business. Any more than that, and most people don't attend, and if we do more than that, we won't be able to kind of do other things. So that's usually our goal in terms of number of calls. What else? Okay, yep, JIT says, is the $4 per client charge, that's on the SMS. You actually can have, if you're just doing test clients, this is a new feature we're going to unveil. You won't have to pay the $4 per client on a demo or test client. That's something new. But going forward on live SMS clients, you would pay the $4 fee. And honestly, you guys, that's a pass-through fee. We don't charge that. It's not Mario and I or our company. That's a pass-through fee to the Tier 1 SMS platform. And I will tell you that
which by the way, has nothing to do with the apps right now.
Yeah, I don't want him to get confused, but I think he was asking also about upgrading to the full suite. That was, I think, why he asked.
Barbara asked a good question on that food ordering. She asked if the restaurant needs a special printer, and they just need a little cheapy printer, little, like, no function, whatever, very, bottom of the barrel. And then she asked how people pay, and the system integrates with PayPal and Google Checkout. So they would pay with either PayPal or Google Checkout. So the business gets the money in their PayPal account, and the order is all paid. The person just walks into the restaurant and picks up their order. So, I was talking to a person who was very interested in this, in an app for a restaurant, because they said, look, my restaurant is located in a big office area, and people, they have like 30 minutes or an hour for lunch. They got to get in and out. So if they can go on my app and order their food and pay for it and just walk in my restaurant and have a special line for pre-orders, it's going to build my business, because right now there's a little, there's lag time there where people have to wait in line and they may not come. So they were excited about that.
Okay, good. Thanks for sharing that. Let me see. I think I saw another one maybe for you, but I don't remember right now. I got to rely on you guys scrolling through the Q&A. It will come back to me.
Let's see.
Jim asked, he said, if we build the app, we take care of submission, and that is true. So, right, we build the app, we submit it to Apple and Android for you. So it's literally hands-off. I mean, you sell it, and then we build it. That's about as clean as it gets.
Yep.
So, of course, it costs a little bit more, but you don't have to worry about building in the features that Apple, I mean, we would tell you. So we wouldn't let it go to publish status without being right, because that wouldn't make any sense.
That's another question I see, Leanne, is the publish status. I know we've answered it, but let's just say it again. When you publish, you actually get the ability to actually sell the iPad, Android, and iPhone at the same fee. So you don't pay per platform. It's one fee for all of them, and you could charge your client per platform, which is what I recommend. But on your end, you just do the one.
Oh yeah, I didn't even show that. When you're building your app, you're building the Android and the Apple app at the same time. Like you get two products, but you build it once. It's awesome. I just love that.
No, it is awesome. And let's see, now I have the questions on my screen. Eric was asking, how many push notifications do you get with the suite? It's still unlimited push notifications. Yes, it's hard to believe, unlimited push notifications. Some people here started to compare us with other services, and I can tell you from the bottom of my heart that we have by far the best deal out there. We have, this big launch recently was Sky Builder, and we converted so many people from Sky Builder to MobileBizBox, it's not funny. Just because we have more functionality, better service, we have amazing training and monthly webinars with our coach, Jay, who really kills it, and, let alone the customer service that we have. That's why we are by far the best deal out there. So just that, because I saw a couple of people asking, hey, you guys versus XYZ, trust me, we made this the best deal as always. Let's see.
I'm sorry.
No,
Sai had asked a question. He said, can the app that you create be hosted on your own server? No. No, it's hosted by us. But basically, because it's this huge software, I mean, if you were to pay somebody to do all the coding required to get the output that you get, it'd be crazy. I mean...
Yeah, and that's really the coding is our job, guys. We made an amazing deal here. You guys focus on selling the apps, and we focus on keeping this software up to date, make sure it works on all the phones, and always update it every single day. That's really our job. And D. Wendell here asked, how do we consult with you guys on doing apps? Now the beauty is, again, I'm not sure what your first name is, but we have a private exclusive Facebook group where we help and support each other. We have a support desk system, a ticket system where you get help, and we have the training area. So this is all about support. This is where you can get help and hand-holding. Tom was asking, are the webinars in the members area? Absolutely. We are adding all the webinars to the members area. Leanne is actually going to help us with some technical calls, just like she did today, but more focused on single topics, while Jay is doing 3 webinars with us per month and helping you guys to sell this stuff, because we can give you the best tools in the world, guys, the best software. If you don't know how to make money with it, it doesn't help. That's why we hired one of the best coaches out there to do web training with you every month and make sure that you go out there and close the deals. Actually, I think it's really, really valuable.
And a couple people were asking if this was okay for the UK, and it is, totally.
Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely okay for the UK. No doubt about it.
Except for the SMS.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but, if you just talk about apps, you're good. If you want to
totally.
sign up for the whole suite, then, that's a different story with the SMS.
I was just addressing Mitz, who had asked about that.
Yeah, exactly. Gary actually, he said he canceled Sky Builder, and he's also converting to us, if I understand him right, just because there is so much more functionality, service, and training. Paul is asking about the SMS because we're working on that. Soon we're going to have that in place, Paul. Julie's asking, do we get the files? What files? Tom actually also canceled Sky Builder to sign up with us. Awesome, guys. And we're knocking these other guys. It's just like right now, we definitely have superior software, and we are who we are, so we always create killer training. So I'm checking the Q&As at the very bottom, guys. If you guys see more from the top, all the questions, let me know. David, Simon, Tom, thank you guys so much for being on board and for the great feedback. Let's see.
Did you see Jean? My husband was sort of listening. He just called a big sports bar here in Myrtle Beach and told the guy what we had, even though we don't have it yet. And the guy said, come down here and get the money. I love it.
Really? I didn't see that. I didn't see that. And again, guys, before we go back to the story, if you had any issues to order, I see Jean or Gianna, not sure how to pronounce it. If you had any issues, we're going to take care of you guys. No doubt about it. It's fixed now, so check it out. Or it should be fixed now. But yeah, that's amazing, Leanne. I didn't see that actually.
And that's why I showed the features and the tabs that I did, because I want to really highlight what's important to a business owner. You know, basically they want to get butts and seats and people coming through the door. And if you can, the loyalty, the food ordering, integrating with Facebook and having people being able to share on Facebook. So that's why I was highlighting those. You know, menu tab, yeah, it's cool that it has it, and it's important to have it in an app, but it's not going to bring a person through the door.
Yeah, I totally agree. Allison asked, do we need a Mac to submit to the Apple Store? Absolutely not. It is, I think, more convenient if you have a Mac, but you can absolutely make it work with your computer and your PC. Raphael is asking if there's a replay. Yes, there will be a replay, depending on how many licenses we have left and how long it takes us to set up everyone manually. If we get everyone set up fast enough before the 72 hours are over, then absolutely we'll send out the replay.
Oh, and a couple people were asking about the Facebook group, how you get in there. There's a link in the member area. So you just fill out a form, it sends an email to me, and then I contact you, we become friends, and I get you in the group.
Yep, exactly. That's how it works. Let's see, there's an echo. Yep, seems like there's an echo on your side, Leanne. I don't hear it actually, but had some feedback here. So, all right. I think we got most of the Q&A covered. Let me scroll up and bear with us, guys. Again, if you had any issues with, there was like a hiccup with payment processing, we are taking care of that right now as I speak. It should be solved. Let's see.
Oh, Carmel asked how long. Well, I don't know why this echo is happening. I have my volume turned down all the way.
Not sure. Maybe Brian is not muted. I don't hear.
No,
it,
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say
I hear
anything.
me in echo as well. I don't know what it is, you guys. You didn't have an echo most of the call.
Right, and Patrick said, happy belated birthday, Mario. Thank you. And Jit, he is ready for the Facebook group. That's good. So yeah, we'll add you guys as soon as you send us an invite, and we'll let you know about that once you're on board. Brian supposedly has an echo now too. That's weird. The help desk email address. So basically you can check out marioandbriansupport.com. All right, if you go to marioandbriansupport.com, if you have any questions, if there was anything with your payment, anything at all, technical questions about the platform, you know, about the licenses, how many we have and things like that, go to marioandbriansupport.com. Leah, maybe you can post that in the for everyone, so you guys can submit a ticket there. Raphael asked about a competitor, and Raphael, I can tell you that if you look for another all-in-one solution, talking about our MobileBizBox suite, there's competitors out there, and I can tell you the one that we found is charging $300 per month, while we are priced at $147. And you know, the competitors don't have mobile apps though. That's something only we have. So yeah, we are aware of the competition, but we make sure that we have the best deal in town, so to speak.
I see people have already gotten into the members area and they're sending me Facebook requests.
Okay, that's great. Carmel is actually saying thank you guys, absolutely fantastic. Everyone who signed up, thank you guys. I'm looking forward to catching up with you guys in the Facebook group. I hope you guys learned a lot from this presentation. By the way, we'll send out at some point a replay so you can watch the slides again. So, you know, this was not just about MobileBizBox, but the first part was actually letting you guys know about the stats, what you could ask, what you should offer, how to price it. Then we showed you how to do it step by step. Now we have the Q&A, and there's more information coming your way when it comes to mobile and how to monetize mobile services. Now, with that being said, we are almost at 2 hours here. We want to be respectful of your time. Again, let me click this away. We want to thank you for your time. If you're still interested, go to mobilebizbox.com/options. We have a handful of licenses left. You got our support system. Leanne, thank you so much for presenting. Brian, always a pleasure to do these webinars. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much. We'll get going. We're going to be busy right now getting everyone signed up and set up for the apps. So we can't wait to catch up with you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.